My name is Holly Pope, and I will be reporting on the capture of an American citizen in Iran. As the Christmas season is upon us, families join together to celebrate the holiday season. However, in this time, Naghmeh and her children cling simply to the hope to see the safe return of their husband and father, Saeed. Over 1 year ago, Saeed was taken into captivity. While he has yet to be released, the road to freedom has been hard fought. He has strong support from both his family and the American Center for Law and Justice, who represent Saeed. Saeed's journey began years ago when he was radicalized and trained to be a suicide bomber in high school. The further he got into training, the more depressed he became. His wife Naghmeh claims that Christianity saved his life. In 2010, Saeed was granted American citizenship when he married his wife. Years ago, he began an orphanage as part of the humanitarian aid efforts in Iran. Also, he developed home church communities that provided an opportunity for Muslims who had been converted and had no place to pray formally in recognized churches. Since this time, around 100 churches have been established in over 30 Iranian cities. There are over 2,000 members thought to be part of this network. In the past, the Iranian government has allowed him trips back and forth. He would visit his family and check in on humanitarian aid efforts. In August of 2012, he was pulled off a bus by Iranian revolutionary guards near the Turkey-Iran border and imprisoned as a penalty for his previous work as a Christian leader and community organizer. He spent weeks under house arrest before he was finally informed that his case had been referred to the Revolutionary Guard, the Iranian government's elite military force. On September 24th, his wife Naghmeh Abedini received a call from someone she believed to be a government official, threatening that she would never see him again. At the time, Saeed was still under house arrest. 2 days later, 5 men kicked down the door of his parents' home in Tehran, collected all communication devices, and arrested him. The rest of his family members, who were also Christians converted from Islam, were all placed under house arrest. Under Sharia law, or Islamic law, a Muslim who converts can receive the death penalty. Saeed's wife says, "It was just growing so fast. They saw the underground churches as a threat, and they see Christianity as a tool from the West to undermine them. They think if the country becomes more Christian, they are no longer under Islamic authority. That's why it's a threat." He was sentenced to 8 years in Evin prison in Iran. According to sources at Fox News, it is known as Evin University, but it's no school. It is one of the world's most brutal and infamous prisons. He was offered bail for around $410,000, which the family collected. However, the bail was continuously denied. They finally told the family that it was not going to be accepted. In his imprisonment, he has been beaten, tortured, and abused in an effort to force him to recant his faith and return to Islam. They told him that he would be freed and could return to his family if he denied his faith. He has not recanted. In his time in prison, he has led over 30 people to Christ. His wife makes it clear that she and her children are proud that he has chosen Christ, even over them. For his daughter's birthday, he wrote her a letter, encouraging her to be patient and endure. Naghmeh says, "It is hardest on the kids. Saeed was a stay-at-home dad. My daughter says she's forgetting daddy's voice and asks me, 'Do you think he has a beard now?' I didn't even think of that. She keeps playing the home videos over and over. It's the hardest at night because he had a night routine with them where he would read them books and tuck them in. They miss that the most." In the midst, his wife maintains an intense travel schedule to speak and lobby on her husband's behalf. Since she was 9 years old, she has been praying that the Lord would give her Iran as an inheritance. Through this tragedy, she has been able to share Christ and broadcasts that have gone out to thousands of Muslims. Along with her husband, they have led hundreds of Muslims to Christ. Saeed has recently transferred to Rajeh Shire prison in Karaj, a prison that is considered to be even more brutal and dangerous. His wife is afraid that he may not survive until the end of his sentence. His wife, the American Center for Law and Justice, and many others were hoping that the human rights issues would be discussed first in the talks over Iran's nuclear program. They were hoping that the release of the 3 American prisoners being held hostage would be discussed first. However, this issue was never even brought up in the negotiations with Iran. Naghmeh does not think there is any leverage left after that decision. In order to see his release, his wife thinks they may have to begin searching out different avenues and talking to different nations. She feels that this decision sent a dangerous message to Iran about their human rights violations. This has been emotionally taxing on his family. Every night, Saeed's children have been praying for his safe return. They say that all they want for Christmas is to have their daddy home.